Shalom, shalom. Waiting on the brothers, you know. Shalom, shalom. It was good, Akim. Shalom. Gotta let my other. Yep, shalom. You know, first and foremost, I say about this start. We give all honor and glory and power to Yahweh. Yahweh, Ba'ashim, Yahushai, Ba'ashim, Yahshua. I say double honors to our elders, our great apostle, great millstone, Jim. Rule well and teach well, being good example to Israel, might be elect. I say peace and blessing to the hope and look on the four corner, pushing the truth and sincerity. I write that great song. You see them demons already, man. You know, it's about sacrificing, man. All right, it's about sacrificing. You go to Romans. Matter of fact, let me start out with that. You know, let me start out with that. Romans 12:1. So that was about when you come into the truth, man. You know, it's about sacrificing, and that's what, you know, draw Jake out the truth. You know, they get tired of sacrificing. You gotta sacrifice your time. You know, your family, your job, you know, anything but the truth, man. You know? So, I start out with that. Alright, this is 12:1. It says, I beseech you, therefore, brethren, by the mercy of the Most High, that ye present your bodies a living sacrifice, holy, acceptable unto the Most High, which is your reasonable service, man. So, like the Elder Malcolm always say, all right, risking your lives and your freedom to do so. All right, as in the time of now, man. But we understand persecution is coming. All right, we understand, hey, we walking on eggshells, man, in the spirit. You know? But sacrificing, all right, come with gang in the spirit. You know, that's to show your diligence and your love towards your high by Shema Shah when you sacrifice certain things for the Lord, man. All right, you got to come out here, you know, week in, week out, in season, out of season. That's part of making your body a living sacrifice. Certain days, ugly ass nigga, man. Like ugly as hell. That's the same time I had to girl. You know, but this part of sacrifices too. That's why these preachers and pastors, you know, they're really dwell in the holy houses. Cause they ain't gotta put up this bullshit, all right, the elements of the earth and the people. They ain't gotta put up with this. You know? So Apostle Paul was saying, all right, you have to make your body a living sacrifice, man. You know, you might have certain days, certain events that your family wants you to come through. You know what I'm saying? Certain things people want you to do. But you look at the time like, shit, you know, I got 30 minutes to count, or I got an hour for count. And you like, shit, I would, but you know, that's the sacrifice that you have to make. You got to put out, all right, the world, all right, for your high by Shemal Shah. You know? You know? But yeah, I just started out with, you know, Romans 12:1, waiting up by the sacrifice. I want to get on Esau bitch ass though. You know? But you got something, you bring it out. Okay.
You already brought out the Romans?
Yeah, come. Now, you can keep on going on that though.
Alright, what verse you on?
I'm stop back at 1, then read on down.
This is Romans chapter 12, verse 1. I beseech you therefore, brethren, by the mercy of the Most High, that you present your bodies as a living sacrifice.
Right, you got to present your body as a living sacrifice, man. When we come out here on the highways and the hedges, what are you doing? You present your body as a living sacrifice because you can die for this.
Yep.
All right? You can actually die from this, man. You know how many Jakes that pull guns on brothers? You know what I'm talking about? Have threatened brothers for coming out here teaching. You can lose your life. But what the scriptures say, get that in John 15 real quick. John 15:9, I think. There's no greater love.
Oh yeah, I was thinking of it.
Get that real quick. That's why when you look at the other Israelite counts, man, they some fools, man.
Yeah.
You know, because our trust is in the power you have about Shema Shah. We ain't scared of men, man. You know, the scriptures say, don't be afraid of how they look. You know, that's in Jeremiah. But go ahead with that, John.
It's in Jeremiah chapter 15, verse 13.
No, John.
I mean, Salaki. It's
Yeah.
in John chapter 15, verse
That's how
13.
good.
It said, greater love has no man than this.
Right, it's no greater love than this right here, man. Go ahead.
That a man lay down his life for his friend.
Right, so there you go. So when we come out here presenting our body as a living sacrifice, we laying our life down for who? For the elect.
Yep.
That's why it's written. Apostle Paul said that also. Endure all things for the elect's sake. Enduring going to what? You have to suffer this shit, man.
Yep.
So here it is, week in, week out, in season, out of season, we got to present our body a living sacrifice for who? For the elect's sake.
Yep.
You know? And what come with that? Sacrificing.
Yep.
You know? Because we must what? We must feed the sheep. If we don't come out here, the sheep ain't gonna get fed, man. So we have to sacrifice what? Our time, our family, and whatever else that's going on, man. That's the third time. That's the third time. You know what I'm saying? May the Lord send the shit out of him, man. So like right now, that nigga. And he don't do that shit till he get right, man. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, yeah, the nigga got a demon on him, man. But go ahead, brother.
This is John chapter 15, verse 13. It said, greater love has no man than this.
Right.
That a man lay down his life for his friend.
Right, so this part of laying your life down, coming out here prophesying, man. All right, making your body live a sacrifice. Now jump back to that, what's it called? You gonna read a little more?
Yeah, I can read a little bit more.
Go ahead.
It said, ye are my friends if you do whatever I command you.
There you go.
It said, henceforth, I call you not servants, for the servant knoweth not what his Lord does.
Right.
But I call you friends, for all things that I have heard of my Father, I have made it known unto you.
Right, which is what? The secrets, the mysteries.
Yeah.
All right? They give us they give us hope there. Because Amos 3:7 says, surely the Lord would do nothing, but he revealed his secrets to whom? His servants, the prophets. All right? So there's a faith booster there. Because have not we received the secrets?
Yeah.
You know? Jump back into yeah.
It's back in Romans chapter 12, verse 1. I beseech you therefore, brethren, by the mercies of the Most High, that you present your bodies a living sacrifice.
Right, so this is what you got to do. It said, which is your reasonable service?
Yeah.
You know? Go ahead.
It said, holy, acceptable unto the Most High,
Right.
which is your reasonable service.
Go ahead.
It said, and be not conformed to this world.
Right, so we got to get out of that world mindset. It said, be not conformed to this world. You see that? We can't have the Babylonian mindset. You know? Go ahead.
It said, but be ye transformed by the renewings of your mind.
There you go.
That ye may prove what is that good and acceptable and perfect.
So how can you prove yourself? By sacrificing. You showing the Lord that you willing to do this for him. Like, today's my son's birthday, but guess what? What I'm doing? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he's gonna have fun, but guess what? I'm finna do the work.
Yeah.
So I'm showing the Lord, you know what I'm saying? Lord willing, he see it as it's worth it. You know? But it's a sacrifice that I make. You know what I'm saying? Read that again now. What you been saying?
If I can say something, you showing the Lord it's not about you anymore.
Right.
You serving him.
That's it.
So when Yahweh Shah came on the scene over 2,000 years ago, it wasn't about him. He kept reminding people, I come to do the will of the Heavenly Father.
Yeah. This is not my will, it's the will of who? The Heavenly Father. So what will we doing? We doing the will of Yahweh Shema Shah.
Walking in the same footsteps.
Exactly. That's why I said, arm yourself likewise with the same mind. So with the same mind Yahweh Shah have, guess what? We have to have, man. All right? Go ahead.
It said, and be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewings of your mind.
Yeah, because this the true family. You know, Jake do whatever for their family, right? But this the true family. Then now your house shot said, who is my brothers? Who is my sister, my mother? Those that do what? Do the will. So we have to cut the world off at a time, you know what I'm talking about? And do what's needed and what's pleased to what? Yahweh Shema Shah. See, this what's pleased the Lord, man. You know, we can't please the flesh anymore. We can't please our family anymore. We gotta please Yahweh Shema Shah. So who you want mad at you? You want the Lord mad at you, or your family mad at you?
Yep.
I already had them hot than the Lord. You know? Go ahead, Doc.
It said that you. I'm gonna read it back on. This is Romans chapter 12, verse 2. And be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewings of your mind,
Right.
that ye may prove what is that good and acceptable and perfect, the will of the Most High.
Exactly. You gotta prove it. Didn't I say prove a friend first? So through the sacrifice, and you prove it to the Lord that you are worthy to be saved. All right? You prove it. Why? Because you're showing by your works, your actions.
Yep.
All right? Remember, actions speak what? Louder than words. So by you sacrificing your time and your effort and things in such of that nature, you prove it to the Lord, man. Go ahead, Doc.
I gotta hit a precept.
Go ahead.
This is Baruch chapter 4, verse 4. O Israel, happy are we, for the things that are pleasing to the Most High are made known unto us.
You see that? And what's been made known to us? Prophecy. You know? This what's been made known to us, right? It said, but that's pleased the Lord. Get that there's two of them. But I'll take Ezekiel 35 and 1. Let's you know the places
No, sir.
yeah.
This is Ezekiel chapter 35, verse 1. Moreover, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Mount Seir.
This is what pleased the Lord. Coming out here prophesying. So he said, set thy face against Mount Seir. Go ahead.
And prophesy against
See,
it.
and prophesy against it. So this is what pleased the Most High. You know, this is what pleased the High about Shema Shah right here. Us coming out here prophesying, man. Go ahead.
And say unto it, Thus said the Lord, Yahweh by Shema Shah.
Right, it's never what we said. All right, it said, thus said Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shah, man. And it's part of what? Sacrificing. Why you look at the other Israelite camps, they don't talk about Esau like that. You know what I'm saying? They don't speak on Esau much. But the scripture said, prophesy against it. They trying to bring all Israel together. You know what I'm saying? When the scriptures mainly sticking to who? To the elect. This ain't the time to bring all Israel as one. No, we're gonna be one in the kingdom of heaven. This is about the elect, you know what I'm saying, getting sealed. But it's also what? Exposing this devil. But Jake don't want to do that. Why? Because that's a sacrifice, man, that you have to make. All right, that you might what? You might end up dying. You might end up getting locked up. Isn't it not written? The devil shall cast some of you into prison. Why he gonna cast some of us into prison? For whose name's sake? Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shah name's sake. You know? But you gotta be willing to sacrifice. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be willing to do that. All right? Just like the Lord laid his life down for us, man. Go ahead, Doc.
It said, and say unto it, Thus said the Lord, Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shah.
Right.
Behold, O Mount Seir, I am against thee.
Right, you gotta tell these Edomites this, man. All right, these so-called white people proclaim white people, man. All right, the Lord is against you, man. They have never ever heard this in a holy house. These so-called churches, man, which the Lord don't deal with at all. Our people, you so-called Negroes, Latino, Native American, Hispanic, they never heard this. Until who? Until the Lord has sent the prophets on the highways and the hedges. You see? But guess what? With this, you have to make your what? A body living sacrifice, man. Well, it say, you can grab this right quick. It say, he did the problem of evil, making himself a prey. See, Jake want to be comfortable in Babylon. You know? No, nigga. You can't be comfortable in Babylon. You got it? Jake don't want to sacrifice 30 minutes, an hour. You got brothers right around, you know what I'm saying? You got brothers in your same city, you know what I'm talking about? And you can't even sacrifice an hour to go do a lesson with a brother. You know what I'm saying? Or bring brother comfort. Jake gotta get out of that mindset, man. It's high time to wake out of sleep. You know? We supposed to love to get up, you know what I'm saying, with one another, man. Supposed to be love to do the work with the brothers. Remember, iron sharpen the iron. The Lord said, "It's no greater love than the what it is, Psalms 144, the dwelling unity." I think that's Psalm 144 and 1, if I'm not mistaken.
Psalm 144.
Nah, top of that it say the dwelling, you know, brother dwelling unity. I know that song. It might be one.
Psalm 133.
I just want to get Psalm 133. Grab that real quick.
This is Psalms chapter 133.
Yeah. All right.
Psalms chapter 133. Verse 1, it said, "Behold, how good and how pleasing it is for brethren to dwell together in unity."
You see that? You gotta dwell together, man. That's that's pleasant in the eyes of Yahweh Shema Shah, man. But guess what? You have to sacrifice because your son might want you. You know what I'm saying? Your dad might want you. You know, your mom might need you. And Jake falls victim to that sometimes.
Yeah.
Hey, now Salakia, I ain't gonna make it. You know you can make it. Salakia, you know what I'm saying? You know you can make it. You know? But you have to what? You have to sacrifice that, man. What you gonna say, y'all?
I was about to say that's Jake loving the creature
more than the creator.
More than the creator.
Yeah.
The Lord gonna give you the people that you love right back. He wanna see if you wanna choose him before. He want to see if you're going to choose your people, your family before him. Like, you got to understand, man, hey, the Lord can give you something and take it away. By you loving your family, your friends and all that, more than him, he can take them people away. Have them people destroyed, killed.
Yeah.
But you got to have that mindset, man, hey, man, the Lord come first, man. Long as I'm doing the work for the Lord, he going to make sure my family's straight in the end.
There you go. There you go.
That's the sacrifice you got to put in.
Exactly. But guess what? That and you gotta have faith in that.
God, hell yeah.
But what did the apostle ask Yahweh Shah? What did we get in return? Like, man, we didn't.
Exactly.
Because the apostle was required. Like, bro, I love my woman, my kids. You know, they don't mention the apostle was women, but you gotta know they had women back then. They left their jobs.
Yeah.
They sacrificed a lot of things for Yahweh Shah. But what did Yahweh Shah tell them, man? See, Jake, you gotta have faith in this, man. Alright? Jake just doing it just to be doing it. No. That's why he said you gotta serve him in truth and sincerity, man. You gotta be real about this thing, man.
Yeah.
This ain't just for the moment. This your life. Go ahead, Doc.
This is Matthew chapter 19, verse 27. Then answered Peter and said unto him, Behold, we have forsaken all and followed thee.
Right, so they sacrificed. He said, we forsaken all and followed thee. You know, we in that same mindset. You know, we got to forsake things that hindering us to come and do the work. You know, we got to sacrifice those things, man. It's necessary. Go ahead, bro.
It said, what shall we have therefore?
So here it is. You got to believe this. That's why I say, he that believe on me, as the scriptures have said. So you got to believe what the Lord have said, man. Go ahead. Ain't that it read?
Yeah.
So this is Yahweh Shah speaking. Go ahead, bro.
And Yahushua said unto them,
But did not Yahushua say he's a man that he should not lie? Did he not say that he gone prepare a place for us? And what will I? Hey, he said, if it wasn't so, he would not have told us this. If it wasn't true. So we banking on Yahweh Shema Shah giving us back all that we sacrificed. That's what I'm banking on. And I got faith in this. Go ahead, bro.
And Yahushua said unto them, Verily I say unto you, that ye which have followed me in a regeneration, when the Son of Man shall sit in the thrones of his glory.
Let you know the prophets is back, man. Because they're going to receive their reward. All right? They're going to receive their reward, man. The prophets is back. Go ahead.
Ye also shall sit upon 12 thrones, judging the 12 tribes.
Oh, well, no, it said we have a mother and house and the brothers and sisters, but that nine says.
That's the next one.
Okay, go ahead, slide.
It said, judging the 12 tribes of Israel,
right.
And everyone that have forsaken houses, or brethren, or sisters, or father, or mother, or wife, or children, or lands, for my name's sake, shall receive 100-fold and shall inherit everlasting life.
And therefore, you be like, hey, they got to understand this. Hey, I can't come today, Salaki. You know, I'm sorry, mama, but I got to go teach. I know you need me there, but I got, you know what I'm saying? You're going to have to do that sometime. But if it calls that every time, all right, because Satan will do that. Satan way closer to you got to go to camp, and somebody call you that they need you. You know what I'm saying? And then they didn't need too, though. You know what I'm saying? They town flat, car won't start, they stuck somewhere, and now you stuck between a rock and a hard place. Who you gonna choose? You know? Yeah, shit, I gotta go to camp, but you might get throw a little move, then like I can get somebody else to pick you up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You gotta be smart in that area. But sometimes it happens like that.
Yeah.
That you're gonna have to make the choice. You know? That's why I said don't forsaken brothers and sisters and mothers. For whose sake up?
It said, for my name's sake.
Because yeah, how about Shema Shah, man? All right? Even on down to the MOTB, you really gonna have to forsake them, man. All right? Because they got you with your boo, you know, you fasting, you know we at JT, and she gonna be trying to press you to go get the MOTB. You gonna have to forsake her, you know, and continue to what? Depend on your how about Shema Shah. Go ahead. Time is coming, man. Remember, we entered into some bad times, hard times, man. All right, and Satan is gonna desire to shift us through those afflictions, man. And we gotta be well grounded, you know what I'm talking about? Unmovable, steadfast, man, in the faith. And a lot of niggas gonna break, man. A lot of people gonna break, and they gonna go down to Egypt for help. So this part of the sacrifices that we gonna have to make. Now we gonna have to say, the hell with them, fuck it. They wouldn't have got the MOTB, fuck them. I know what I'm standing for. You know? That's the sacrifice that you're gonna have to make soon, man. Because that's between life and what? Death. Alright? Go ahead, bro. Yeah, get into the word sacrifice.
Okay. This is sacrifice in the etymology, late 13th century. The offering of something.
Right, the offering. Alright? This the offering. See, the Most High requires a sacrifice. And Babylon the Great, it's the altar. Alright? Go ahead.
Especially a life to a deity as an act or appropriation.
Yeah, appropriation.
Appropriation.
Yeah. You see, it's an act of appropriation. Go ahead.
That which is offered to a deity in a sacrifice.
Exactly. You see that? So we out here making our body living sacrifice. Because we don't want to go through the sacrifice. All right, the 2/3 gonna have to go through.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because they gonna get their ass smoked, roasted, like a hot dog in a 7-Eleven. All right, you don't want to be that. You don't want that sacrifice there. So you want to go through the afflictions and the fire now, man. There's two different fires that the Lord speaks about. The trial, the tribulation, that's a fire. And the thermonuclear missiles, that's a fire. Now, which one you want to go through? That's why I say it's better to suffer for righteousness than what? Evil doing.
Yeah.
You want to suffer well doing. Go ahead, Doc.
This is Matthew chapter 16, verse 24. Then said Yahushua unto his disciples, if any man will come after me, let him deny himself.
Right, first you got to deny yourself. Meaning you got to what? You got to put off your ways of the world. Because we all had high hopes with empty pockets.
That worldly shit.
You know what I'm saying? We all had dreams in Babylon. I wanted to be this. I want to do that. I want to pursue this. You had to put that shit out for the Lord. You know? Go ahead.
And take up his cross.
And now you got to take up your cross, man. You see? And taking up your cross means you got to endure. When I say I would bear all the indignation because we had sinned against the Lord, with the Micah 7 and 9.
Yeah.
I would bear the indignation with his righteous anger. You know, go ahead out.
And follow me.
And follow the Lord. Keep going on that.
It said, for whosoever will save his life shall lose it.
And there's gonna be a lot of people's mindset because they ain't putting their trust in the Lord. They ain't listen. You know what I'm saying? When they came to the Lord saying, do certain things. Put out certain things. You know, and one thing that you really got to put off as a man is that weak nature, that Babylonian mindset. You know, because when you still got that Babylonian mindset, you're going to fail, man. You know, because they always have taught us in Babylon the Great, it's yours, and you, like you say, it's my money, and I need it now. That microwave-ass mindset.
Yeah.
Not having patience. People in the world do not have patience.
Hell no.
When you drive, and just pay attention to traffic. People do not have patience. People in restaurants, you know what I'm saying? They do not have patience. But in the time that we coming to, you're gonna have patience. You see that? And through that patience comes by what? Sacrificing. You know? Go ahead, Doc.
It said, for whosoever would save his life shall lose it.
Exactly.
And whosoever would lose his life for my name's sake shall find it.
Exactly. You see that? So we lost our life. We dead in Yahushua. Guess what? But we're going to find it. Lord going to give us eternal life. He's going to grant us salvation if we continue in the faith, man. You know? Go ahead, Doc. Go back to that Romans.
All right.
I think it just break down at 3 again. And then we'll transition.
It's back in Romans chapter 12, verse 3. For I say, through the grace given unto me to every man that is among you, not to think of himself more than highly than he ought to think, but to think soberly according to the Most High has dealt to every man the measure of faith.
There you go. Hey, matter of fact, grab that 1 Corinthians 15 to 58. That was beautiful because I had just spoken that.
You said 1 Corinthians 15?
Yeah, and 58.
It's 1 Corinthians chapter 15, verse 58. Therefore, my beloved brethren, be ye steadfast, unmovable.
Right.
Always abounding in the works of the Lord.
Right, you got to be always occupied in prophecy. That's how you're abound in the Lord always. Always occupying the prophecy, man. You know, go ahead.
For as much as ye know that your labor is not in vain.
You see that? And you got to have faith in that. That what you are doing as you continue to make your body live a sacrifice is not in vain. All the sacrifices that you making for the truth, for the brethren, all right, is not in vain. You know? As a 2/3, that corruptible crown, that shit in vain.
Yeah.
You trying to make it to the NBA. You shun the Lord out, you know what I'm saying, to become a doctor. That shit in vain. You shun the Lord out just to become a rapper or a singer. That's in vain. All right, but what you doing as you come out here on the highways and the hedges, prophesying, teaching, all right, being a brother to the brothers, all right, that's not in vain. Because the Lord said he's not forgetful, all right, to forget your works and your labor and love, man.
Yeah. I got a precept.
Go ahead.
This is 1 Corinthians chapter 9, verse 24. Know ye not that they which run in a race run all,
Right.
but one received the prize, so run that ye may obtain.
Right. That's us working out our own salvation with fear and trembling. You know? Go ahead.
It said, every man that striveth for the master is temperate in all things.
Go ahead.
It's 1 Corinthians chapter 9, verse 25. And every man that...
You know what I'm saying? That's how you know that's it's all good, bro.
This 1 Corinthians chapter 9, verse 25.
God.
And every man that striveth for the masteries is temperate in all things.
Right, you got to understand, when you understand that Babylon is gonna be destroyed soon, you don't put your hopes in all this shit. Everything that we see is temporary. Because we understand this shit ain't forever. So when you start to gain that mindset, it helps better your spirit. It make you willing to sacrifice certain things. You know what I'm saying? Because you understand the prize is ahead. You know? But it's just like if Jake didn't know, all right, that this world wasn't going to end, it was going to continue forever. You know what I'm saying? Then Jake be in that other mindset. No, you got to understand, man. All right? This shit is temporary, what we see and what we have. Look at Babylon, bro. You can buy, I knew a woman, bro. She had bought a brand new car. Brand new out the lot, bro. Guess what? She ain't had that motherfucker for like 2 days. Stopped working.
Dang.
And it's a brand new car. You know what I'm saying? Over with. This shit ain't promised. You know what I'm saying? Nothing is promised in Babylon, man. Look at the road. Look at the streets. They can just put it. They can just make a brand new pavement, a whole road. Next week, it's gonna have a fucking dent in it. Next month, it's gonna have a pothole in it. You know what I'm saying? Everything is temporary, bro. It's not forever. The only thing is forever is the kingdom of heaven, man. All right, go ahead, bro.
It said, now they do it to obtain a corruptible crown.
Right, see, they do it to obtain a corruptible crown because all the trophies. I want to thank God for, you know what I'm saying? You know how they be at the rewards and shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Then, you know, you had Michael Jordan crying on the trophy and shit, LeBron them crying because they just won the NBA finals. You got the NFL, they just won the, you know. Come on, bro. Yeah. That's a corruptible crown. Why? Because this shit gonna burn along with Babylon the Great. This shit gonna get melted. Go ahead, bro.
But we an incorruptible.
Right, but we, as the hopefully elect, an incorruptible crown, man. You see? Go ahead, because that's the victory that the Lord gonna give us when you go into 2nd Esdras. Second Esdras, the second chapter, man. When the Lord gonna place crowns upon our heads, see that crown ain't gonna be incorruptible. I mean, it's like that crown ain't gonna be corruptible, man. You know, it's gonna be incorruptible. But they're gonna be forever. All right.
If I can say, and you always gotta keep that as a mindset.
They do.
Like when it comes to sacrificing things, like if
remember
your family or your wife or your kids or even a fucking job trying to get it in your way for striving for that incorruptible crown.
Right.
You cannot let those things hinder you.
Yeah.
Get in the way.
That's it.
Cause this is what you fighting for. This is what you call and was call to do. Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't want to give it up for this little temporary ass shit.
Yeah, you can't be like Esau. You know, and that's how people mindset. They got a mindset of Esau, man.
Yeah.
You know, when he had the birthright, but he sold it for some fucking lentils. He could have just waited. You know, and that's how people mindset, man. You know, not having patience. Just ready to just give it up because they can't get it now. You know? Go on, chat on that. You got some out?
Yeah, they got some. This is Ecclesiasticus chapter 2, verse 14. Woe unto you that have lost patience, and what will ye do when the Lord shall visit you?
Exactly. Exactly. See, we gotta remember we coming to a Jacob trouble. You know what I'm saying? And within Jacob trouble, it's gonna be famines, you know, pestilence, you know, evils. Let's go to 2 Ezra 16 real quick.
So,
2 Ezra 16, and we can start like at 17.
This is second Ezra chapter 16, verse 17.
Yeah, because this is what's gonna make people lose their patience. But you gotta have faith in the Lord. You gotta have faith in his sayings, because he said, my servant shall eat, my servant shall drink, my servant shall rejoice. But you will be tested. All right, your faith will be tested, man. You know, that's why I said he that endured to the end. So you gotta be able to endure these things, man, in order to be saved, to be delivered. But go ahead, Albuquerque.
This is 2 Ezra chapter 16, verse 17. Woe is me, who will deliver me in those days?
All right.
The beginning of sorrows and great mourning.
Right, see, Jacob trouble. It's gonna be the beginning of sorrows and great mourning. We're gonna see who got patience. You know how in school that you have to play the little quiet game, and the last one, just to speak win. This the game the Lord finna play, the patience game. You know, that's why I said woe mean what? Destruction unto you that lost patience. Oh, you couldn't wait? You know, you couldn't wait till I fed you? Or you couldn't wait till I gave you this? You couldn't wait till I moved you through the spirit? You went on down to Egypt for help? Okay then. Now you're gonna get destroyed. You know? Because you couldn't sacrifice that little time for the Lord.
Right.
You can't forget about sacrificing. Go ahead.
The beginning of famine and great death.
Right.
The beginning of wars and the powers shall stand in fear.
There you go.
The beginning of evils. What shall I do when these evils shall come?
Exactly. You see that? This is the beginning of JT. And through all this, the famine, pestilence, you got the race wars and class wars, boy, it's gonna be going down. And you still gotta remain humble. You still gotta remain in the faith. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So a lot of people gonna break, but don't let it be you. Hold fast, which thou have. That what? No man take thy crown. You know, the time is finna get hard, man. And a lot of people gonna lose patience because they gonna be tempted, and they, you know what I'm talking about? And they're gonna be faithless. Go ahead.
It said, behold.
Basically, they didn't build themselves up while they yet had liberty. You know what I'm saying? Because this is the time, like the Lord said, do not the potter have power over the clay? Because the Lord is molding us through these trials and tribulations, these certain errors we go through. He is molding us. Because who's bringing us out of them situations that he putting us in? The Lord. That's Baruch 4:18. He that brought these plagues upon you shall deliver you from the hands of your enemy. But the situation we going through now is only how about Shema Shah bringing us out of there. But you got to see that, and you got to say that. Because when time comes, he's going to do the same thing. It might not look it because of the position, you know what I'm saying, and the time, and what's going and what's about around you, but it's the same place. He's going to deliver you from that. You know? But you got to keep the patience, and you got to keep the faith. Go ahead.
It said, behold, famine and plagues, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for many.
That's right. Go ahead.
But for all these things, they should not turn from their wickedness.
And they're going to be 2/3. Esau too, but hey, they ain't going to turn for their wickedness. They're going to turn up, man. You know? Go ahead. That's when 2 Ezra 15 kick in. It says sedition among men, invading one another. You know, ain't gonna be more robbery. You know, more home invasion. more car break-ins. You know, more looting, breaking in stores. You see how they snatching and grabbing now?
Yeah.
There's gonna be more of that when the clutch get tighter. You know, as Esau, the so-called white man, you got the governments, all right, when they put a squeeze on the food and the water, you know, the accessories. You know, you can only get this much, but it costs this much. People gonna say, hell no, I'm gonna take it.
Yeah.
You know, and then what you gonna do then? See, this is a time that we coming into that you ain't gonna hear from your pastors, your preachers in the church houses, man. All right, but like the Lord said, don't tarry, wait for it, because what is gonna surely come. You know, go ahead.
2nd Ezra 8 and 50. For many great miseries shall be done to them that in the latter time shall dwell in the world.
Right, the latter time meaning what? Now, we're at the latter end. All right? Everybody know this the end of the world, right? But guess what? The end not yet. Because these things got to happen. All right? Go ahead.
For many great miseries shall be done to them that in the latter time shall dwell in the world.
Woo!
Because they have walked in great pride.
They adopted Babylonian mindset. That pride. You remember that nigga said that on barber shop?
Yeah.
I got my pride. I got my pride.
Yeah.
You remember? I forgot what they was talking about. They were talking about something, but he's like, long as I got my pride. You just don't know. Pride go before destruction, my boy. And the majority of these people in Babylon is prideful. You got these women, they ugly as hell, but Instagram tell them otherwise.
Right.
Make them prideful. You know what I'm saying? Come on, bro. You got talking about
This the Good News translation for 2nd Ezra 8:50. The people of this world who have lived their lives in pride and arrogance will suffer many things in the last days.
They gonna suffer many things, man. And what they gonna suffer? Hunger, thirst. You know what I'm saying? They gonna suffer afflictions, pain, sorrow. You name it. They gonna suffer many things because they walked in great pride. And for our people, it said pride is one that departed from his maker. Yeah, good, grab that. You got it, talking about.
It's 2nd Ezra 7 and 18. I'm gonna read it in the KJV first, but I want to get it in the NLT. It says 2nd Ezra 7 and 18. Nevertheless, the righteous shall suffer straight things.
Yep.
And hope for wise.
And I was speaking on that earlier. As in it says better to suffer for well doing than evil doing. We both catching hell right now. We both suffering, but we suffering for a better cause, which is what the incorruptible crown. You know, we got to talk about.
For they that have done wickedly have suffered the straight things.
Right, they suffering too. They catching hell too. They can't get a break. But guess what? Go ahead.
For they that have done wickedly have suffered the straight things.
Yep.
And yet not see the wise.
But they ain't gonna see salvation. You see that? They're gonna get destroyed. They're gonna suffer the same fate as Esau. Just like the Apostle Hart said. All right? 2/3 gonna suffer the same fate as Esau, man. You gotta talk about.
2nd Ezra 7 and 18 in the GNT, Good News translation. The righteous then can endure all the difficulties of this narrow way because they look forward to the broad and open life of the future.
That's what that second, get that real quick, 2 Peter 3, and I think it's 3, hasten to come to the Lord, look for a new heaven, new earth. Yeah, grab that real quick. It's beautiful. Real quick. Yeah, go ahead.
This is 2 Peter chapter 3, verse 9. The Lord is not slack.
You gotta get to the point.
All right, so, continue.
Yeah, get to the point.
This is 2 Peter chapter 3.
No. This right.
There you go, 12. This is 2 Peter chapter 3, verse 12. Looking for and hastening unto the comings of the day of our Lord, wherein the heavens being on fire shall be dissolved, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. Right there, 13 now. This is 2 Peter chapter 3, verse 14. 13. Nevertheless, we according to his promise look for a new heaven and a new earth wherein dwelleth in righteousness.
There you go. You see that? We according to his promise look for a new heaven, a new earth that dwell in what? In righteousness. And you can read that again, talking about
2 Ezra 7 and 18 in the Good News translation. The righteous then can endure all the difficulties of this narrow way because they look forward to the broad and open life of the future.
You see that? And the future is what? A new heaven, a new earth that dwell in righteousness, man. All right? A new rulership. Go ahead, Talmud.
But the wicked must pass through the narrow way without any hope of seeing the broad, open life.
You can speak on it out.
I mean, that's pretty much the kingdom of heaven.
Yeah.
You know, whether you are the Lord's elect or not, you still got to go through Jacob's trouble.
Yeah.
Get Jeremiah 30 and 7. Still got to go through Jacob's trouble pertains to the entire nation of Israel.
God.
The elect, right? As it says in Zechariah 13, right? 8 and 9.
Yeah.
The elect being the 1/3, the Lord gonna bring through the fire.
Right.
He gonna bring through the affliction, through the trouble, through Jacob's trouble. They gonna find a way to endure.
There you go.
You know, find a way is what the elect is gonna do. They're gonna find a way through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, who have gave them the vision of the kingdom of heaven and what it takes to make it.
That's it.
Right? Before you get that Jeremiah 30 and 7, let me get this. It's the book of Acts. This is book of Acts 14 and 22. Confirming the souls of the disciples and exhorting them to continue in the faith. And that we must, through much tribulation, enter into the kingdom of the Most High.
That's it.
Right? So that exhortation is given to us daily through the comfort of the scriptures, because the Lord has told us that we're going to be persecuted for his name's sake. All right, that we got to suffer in order to obtain the kingdom of heaven, right? Great tribulation, right? So you get that Jeremiah 30 and 7.
Yeah. This is Jeremiah chapter 30, verse 7. At last, for that day is great, so that none is like it.
Yeah.
It is even a time of Jacob's trouble.
Right, the time of Jacob's trouble. Jacob being the seed of Israel. Because though the master people may not know, this current world is ultimately today being ruled and dominated by the wicked Esau, Edom, the twin brother of Jacob. And his sole purpose is to destroy his brother Jacob. So who's going to bring that great trouble? Esau, Edom, right? According to Revelation 12 and 12,
right.
The devil, Esau, Edom, the so-called self-proclaimed white man, beginning with the elites of the society, they control the way that this world is ran and governed. So when you see all hell breaking loose on the planet Earth, who do you think? Who can you thank for that? Esau, Edom, the wicked, the devil. And that's why, again, Revelation 12 and 12 says, the devil has come down unto you having great wrath, because he knows that he hath but a short time.
That's it.
Because these elite, beginning with the Rothschilds, they know the prophecies.
Yeah.
And their whole sole purpose is to try to upset and overturn prophecy, because they know the end of prophecy leads to their demise, their destruction, their desolation, and the deliverance of Jacob, which Jeremiah 30:7 is getting into a remnant, right? Being saved out of it. Go ahead, go back to Jeremiah 30:7.
It's back at Jeremiah chapter 30, verse 7. At last, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even a time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it.
Right, because see, when everything hit the fan, guess who they gonna blame? The very ones you walking by, ignoring, neglecting, not hearing. When his society hit shits in, you know, it's the saying in the world, wits in, but when his society hit shits in, when shit hit the fan, he gonna blame the prophets. The prophets of doom. Just like how shit hitting the fan over there in the Middle East between Israel and Ishmael, right? Really between Amalek and Ishmael, right? Between Palestine and so-called Israel, right? When that shit popped off, they trying to say Jake over here in the hood in America is their fault. You know?
You gotta blame somebody.
But see, in a sense they right. In the sense that we dropped the ball in obeying and hearkening to the words of the Most High.
Right.
So the reason shit out of hand in the world is because we dropped the ball, because we didn't listen to, and allowed you base ass motherfuckers to run the earth.
Right.
That's why shit is out of hand.
Yeah.
So the Lord turned it over to your dominion, and guess what happened? You turned the world into one big fucking sink. He ain't got a hand up under it. It's just one big fucking sinkhole with you standing up on top of it, jumping up and down, saying me. You know the little motherfucking cartoon.
Making it worse and worse.
What's the cartoon? I think it's Looney Tunes. When Daffy Duck fucking just go fucking crazy. It's mine. It's all mine. It's mine.
Yeah.
He's just jumping on top of the fucking earth and letting it go to shit, screaming, it's mine, like a little ass kid. That's why the scriptures say children are their oppressors. Because Esau Edom, he's got a childlike mindset.
Yeah. Very true, Al.
You know? Ain't nothing worse than a child with a God complex, like that little stupid ass Jake boy running around. I'ma kill my mom. I'ma kill my grandpa.
Right.
You know, that's the shit Esau say to his parents.
Yeah.
You know,
he had a song like that too.
And that shit went viral.
It's a song like that.
You talking about song Esau had like that?
Yeah, no, it's a song. Yeah, I want to kill my mom. I want to kill my dad. Yeah, they made this shit a song.
No, I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the little boy.
Okay,
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about. I'm saying ain't nothing worse than a child with a God complex. He think he's greater than his maker.
Right.
Like your little ass sitting here talking this shit.
Right.
Like I can't fucking beat the fuck out of you.
You can't even wipe your ass properly.
Yeah. Like you can't even fix your plate.
Right.
You can't provide for yourself if it wasn't for me. Or you want to sit up and talk about you gonna kill me.
Right, exactly.
That's like Esau dumbass talking about we can make God as angry as we want.
Crazy.
You know what I'm saying? In other words, he's saying God can't tell him what to do.
Right.
He
is
God.
Yeah, that's basically what he's saying.
You know? But see, Jake has ultimately adopted that mindset. That's why you had that little boy singing that song on social media, on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and that shit going viral. Jake think that shit funny.
Yeah. But if kids hear that, and guess what? It gonna trigger in their mind. And they might have a dream and it gets stuck. Remember, that's a seed that's being planted.
Right.
So that seed get to grow in these kids' mind. You might, hey, what happened to that woman? Because the mama didn't buy him a game. He smoked her ass, man.
Yeah.
He killed his own mama, man.
Now was this Jake or Esau?
It was Jake.
So that's what I'm trying to tell. See, we coming into time now with Jake doing the same stupid ass shit that's in Esau's spirit.
That's it. That's it, bro.
You see?
It was sad, bro. Just cause he couldn't get the game. Then she want to buy him the game. She just said not today.
Dang.
But he gotta have it right
He
now.
gotta have it right now. He smoked his own mama, bro.
You know? And see, really, America is that minstrel, let's say, minstrel woman should bring forth monsters. See, America, the whore, is really the one that's bringing forth the monsters.
Yeah, because the East got order over there.
Right, because Esau, like Apostle Gabar said, his bureaucracies, right, is ultimately upholding the nigga woman. You see what I'm saying? So she has no accountability in the household because now she don't need the man, the Jake man for support. She don't need.
She can do it just
yeah.
go down the East.
So so now she can just get abroad.
Yeah.
You know.
I don't need you.
Yeah.
I don't need you.
So you see the little boys, they either coming up with effeminate,
Man, a lot of them too, bro.
sodomite tendencies,
Man, real talk.
or they just a straight up fucking demon.
Yeah, real talk, bro.
You know?
Yeah.
But guess what? Those are the ones that's going to be numbered to the sword.
Yeah.
Those are the ones that the Lord, out of his chosen people,
Yeah.
are going to number to the sword. That's 66.6%.
There you go.
And it's no coincidence that that number is 66.6%. And the number of the beast is 666.
Yeah.
It's no fucking coincidence. Again, this is all about Jake, man.
Yeah.
This world is all about Jake being tried and tested.
That's it. That's it, bro.
Fuck you so-called heathens, you know. Take y'all got free course to do all the fucking sin and wickedness
Yeah.
you want. Because you're not held to the standard that the Most High has set.
Yeah.
He set that standard for his own people.
Yeah.
So when it comes down to taking the mark of the beast, who is that test really for? That test is really for Jake. Now, Jeremiah 37 talks about Jacob's trouble. What's going to be the peak of Jacob's trouble? The hour of temptation.
There you go.
That's going to be the peak. Because what's going to cause the trouble to really come is when this motherfucking dollar crash, and then all you under the table niggas, you fast cash getting niggas, you ain't going to be able to go out here and make your commerce. You ain't going to be able to go out here and make transactions.
Because you ain't gonna be able to sell dope forever.
So what that's going to lead
You know
to?
what I'm saying?
The
Yeah.
sedition that you was talking about earlier.
There you go.
More of it. You just saw them young niggas ran off on 3rd Street, Philly Go gas station,
Yeah. Coming out with.
and they got cash right now. Now they just doing that shit. If they just doing that shit for fun right now,
Yeah.
imagine when you ain't got them greenbacks floating around for
Yeah,
you
or the
lazy ass
greenbacks.
non-working niggas.
Yeah.
Okay?
Dope
Because
selling.
guess what? Esau and these heathens, they gonna go get that chip, boy.
Yeah.
And then for you Jakes that do work, that don't got the word, that don't got the Lord seal, word sealed in your heart,
Right.
you gonna go get the chip.
Yeah.
But guess what's gonna happen when you go to the stores and make your purchases? Them same little niggas that's running in the stores right now, right? The same little niggas that's breaking in cars
Yeah.
right now,
Yeah.
doing anything just for fun, living life like it's fucking Grand Theft Auto.
Right.
Guess what they gonna do? They gonna rob your ass when you go in the store with your chip
Yeah.
and come out with your groceries. They gonna take your shit.
Yeah. Yeah. That's right. Second edge is 15 all the way, man. Yeah. That second edge is 15 all the way, man. You know, niggas think they gonna be able to sell dope forever.
Yeah.
No, nigga.
Yeah.
The Lord,
But-
the Lord said He gonna cause the mirth of the land to cease.
But what the Lord, I mean, not the Lord, what these niggas say, they gonna get it how they live.
Yeah. Okay.
Just like, oh, was you out here today, the young nigga came, I said, so what y'all gonna do when Esau cut your lights off, cut your water off, and have you in the dark? Shit, right, be honest, we gonna be straight, cause we gonna get it how we live. And I was like, okay, so y'all gonna be straight, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what he's speaking. You know what he's talking about.
Yeah.
How they gonna get out there and live.
Yeah.
But you guys got to understand, they're gonna rob. They're gonna be robbing.
They gonna be robbing, man.
But guess what?
Let's go invading one another.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Got that?
Yeah, I think this is right here. Yeah, this is it.
This is what Jacob's trouble gonna lead to right here.
That's it.
This is 2nd Esdras, chapter 15, starting at 14. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein.
Woe means death and destruction. Go ahead.
For the sword in the destruction draweth now.
See?
Uh-huh.
And one people shall stand up and fight against one another,
Yeah.
and swords in their hands.
Yeah.
For there shall be sedition among men,
Yeah.
and invading one another.
Yep. Sedition among men basically means lawlessness,
Yep.
like no regard for authority.
No.
Guess what? America already got a recruitment and retention law enforcement problem as we speak.
Yep.
They can't keep law enforcement and they can't recruit law enforcement.
Especially Memphis. Especially Memphis.
No,
I'm just saying. I just know.
I know that we know we live here,
Yeah.
but I looked it up online this week. That shit all across the country. They saying since COVID, they can't keep police.
Hey.
They can't keep police, and they can't. It's like it's they losing more than they recruiting. So when they do recruit officers, they losing more than they gaining.
Yeah.
I'm looking at a lot of these short YouTube videos, and the ones that's got police officers in it. It's a whole lot of women police officers.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying? So that's prophecy too.
Yeah. Thank you. They should not regard their kings nor princes.
Yeah.
And the
So it ain't gonna be no 911. Doo-doo-doo. The number you have down is no longer in service.
Hey, with that Project Pet skit, 528 cash, what they call 528 cash. It's busy.
Right, it's over with.
You know, that was a skit for niggas snitching. It's busy because so many niggas caught and snitching.
It's over with, man.
Man,
So
look how long it takes. Look how long we could be right downtown and something happen right
man,
now.
police could be right there.
And it takes 45 minutes for them to pull up. And you looking at them at walking distance. I was down here working about a month ago, and the police was right on the street, right on the same block I was on. And I get out of my work truck, and I be damned if I went down there like Wile E. Coyote when Roll wanna come through and lay him flat, like roadkill on. I was almost like roadkill getting out of the car. The Infinity came through the street doing about 80 down here with a trotter's at.
Oh man.
I'm like, God, like, and then I look at the police, he's just sitting there. Like, like, damn, you ain't gonna do nothing.
Like, you ain't gonna enforce the law?
You ain't gonna enforce the law. That's why scripture say the law is slack,
Yeah.
and righteous judgment never do go forward.
That's right, bro.
in the course of their action shall stand in their power.
Right, the course of people's actions gonna stand in their own
So
power.
what Jake say? He said, we gonna be straight.
And we gonna get it how we live.
We gonna get it how we live.
You know, they gonna load up.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, because theft in Memphis is amongst the highest in the country. That's just here. And it ain't even popped. Jacob Trouble ain't even popped off yet. As we speak right now, I guarantee you somebody's car getting broke in and stole right now.
Yeah. Somebody stealing at the store right now. I knew, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I knew a nigga. His name No Limit. And you'll see why he get the name No Limit.
Dang.
Mine said, bro, he can steal an airplane.
Damn.
That's how cold he was, dog.
Boy.
You know what I'm saying? Because that's what he do.
That boy Ocean's 11, man. He can steal an
Somebody
airplane.
say he can steal an airplane if he want to.
But how you gonna fly it? What you gonna do?
I don't know, but he just a marker that he can steal anything. That's what he do for a living. Real talk. He's a booster. You know what I'm saying? He's a booster.
He ran off life. Huh?
Yeah. Hey, so just imagine when time comes and get hard, you know. Jake wise to do evil. So just imagine when time comes.
Yep.
If they wise to do evil now, when you can afford to go get a job, you know, that man, when you can't get a job, you can't get to that.
Yep.
You're gonna use that wickedness to be wise and get what you get.
Yeah. That's why Lord, He's establishing another standard in His elect.
Yeah.
You know, man should not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceeded out of the mouth of the Father, right?
Yeah, because we're gonna have to have that patience.
Yep. And we're gonna have to have that faith, which that ties into it, you know, because it's a faith working patience.
There you go.
So at the end of the day, it say make not haste when thou art changed
To a lower state.
to a lower state, because we're about to be reduced down to, as the scriptures say, to pilgrims.
Uh-huh.
To pilgrims. And the pilgrims go into one seeking a miracle.
Yeah.
So we're about to start living solely based upon the spirit and power of Yahweh Shimi Hawashai guiding us to our next meal,
There you go.
to our next refuge, you know, because this grid ain't gonna be able to, we're not gonna be able to maintain on this grid because it's gonna become so extremely wicked that we will have to denounce our faith, just like Nebuchadnezzar was requiring of Daniel to continue in that Babylonian society. Then we're gonna have to show ourselves as Dunya Allahs, right? Judges of the power, right? And the judgment is going to constantly be tested. That's it. You know, so you don't want to eat? Yeah, I want to eat, but I don't want to eat at that expense.
I don't want to eat that way.
I don't want to eat at that expense.
Yeah, that's right.
So like y'all was talking about family and loved ones and sacrificing, and how the time is now building up to deny them the luxuries of your presence. You know, the luxuries of the things that they want all the time, because we have a higher calling in this faith. And in that calling, the Lord is training us up not to be like, man, I want it now. No. Like Esau wicked ass. Right. Because he's a bastard. Yeah. He's a bastard. You know?
He was like, he was on the spoiled right child.
Yeah.
You know, that always had it. Yeah. So he never really, how can you say it, appreciative?
Unappreciative.
Yeah, everything he get, he can break it because he know that, you know what I'm saying, mom will do it again or dad will buy it again. Instead of Jake that, you know what I'm saying, got it out the mud and, you know, he cherished all this shit because he never had it, you know what I'm saying? So when he gets something, he, you know what I'm saying, keep his shoes clean, he keep his clothes straight because he know, you know what I'm saying, where he come from, he buy you it.
Yeah.
Esau don't buy you shit.
Yep.
You know?
Yep. And that's another fruit of the spirit. Faith teaches you to be grateful for what you have.
Yeah.
You know? And this world, it teaches you to be excessive. Be greedy. Be, you know what I'm saying?
Greedy.
Covetous. That's the word I look for. This society teaches you to be covetous. See, covetousness is the opposite of gratefulness. See, the Lord gonna get us to that position where, like we were coming out of the land of Egypt, where we gotta learn to be grateful for whatever comfort that He gives us.
Yeah.
But there's no comfort until He sees it fit for us to suffer. Till He's seeing it that we have suffered long enough to earn His mercy.
That's it.
And earn His comfort, man.
And with that, you still gotta keep the faith.
You still gotta keep the faith. Yup. Too much comfort will destroy you, man. And that's what this society. This comfort is what this society promotes.
Yeah.
Just want you to be constant comfort. You know what I'm saying? I'm tripping off of it made me think about the skit with the dude Broly that be saying, "Do these."
Yeah.
And he was talking about if you want a strong back.
Right.
That boy had the bed mattress. You gotta get rid of these. You gotta sleep on the floor. Especially if you want that hard body. Yeah. But that's real though.
Yeah.
Cause you look at a homeless man, you know, he's sleeping outside, he don't got a fucking mattress or pillow. You know? And a lot of these homeless men, I've seen them, they be fucking ripped.
I remember that homeless dude.
Like that.
6-pack.
Yeah.
That boy, he was straight.
Yeah.
He worked out.
He probably eating once a day, walking 20 miles plus a day. You know.
He showed like he was fit too, man. Yeah.
And another thing too, stress will destroy you.
Yeah.
So, the comfort of the scriptures is going to be the main thing that keep us stable.
Hey, wisdom and knowledge.
The stability. Because stress will fucking destroy you, man.
Right. That's how most men die.
The stress keep you from being able to think with a clear mind. You know, and keep you from having a balanced thought process where you're able to decipher from what's needed, what's necessary, and what's not.
Yep, that's it. That's it.
It said, "For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, and the house shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and the spoils of their goods because of the lack of bread and for great
Got a
tribulation."
lack of bread. Because another thing too, Esau coming with this social the fuck is called social credit score, right? You coming with the social credit score, you coming with the carbon footprint, right? And when he get that chip, don't think that you motherfuckers that's got the chip gonna be comfortable.
Right.
Don't think it's gonna be an abundance of, like, you gonna be able to go like you motherfuckers
They gonna have
get your
some stimulation
food, like you
to it.
motherfuckers get your food stamps.
Yeah.
You get $800 worth of food stamps,
Right.
and you
You
just go
gonna
buy
go-
whatever.
yeah,
the fuck.
yeah.
You got 10 bags of Cheetos.
Yeah.
You got 12 packs of pork chops.
No, the stimulations.
Nah, motherfucker. You gonna buy what I tell you can buy.
Yeah.
If you bought too much of this shit last month,
Yeah.
you can't get but one of these or none of these.
Hey, and that's cold too, cause you know a lot of people get all them type of food stuff like that. They sell half.
Yeah.
Hey, ain't gonna be no more selling food.
Yeah. Hey, you ain't gonna be able to just go on the shelf and get you both. That's like how that shit happened when the pandemic hit. Everybody started buying up all the toilet paper,
Yeah.
all the paper towels,
Yeah.
all the water.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
You gonna get two.
No,
Maybe one.
you ain't gonna be able to do that.
Yeah.
Because Esau know that a lot of you motherfuckers gonna be still trying to do business with motherfuckers that don't got the chip.
There you go. There you go. He know that.
He know
already
that. He gonna cut that hustle like, oh yeah, cause see Esau already steps ahead of you niggas.
Yeah.
Niggas like, oh well, shit, I ain't gotta get it. I know my folk. I know some folk gonna get it. Shit, I'm good. That's why. That's why I'm a people person. That's why it's good to know people.
Yeah.
Now it's good to know the Most High, nigga.
Right.
Cause people gonna show their true colors when Jacob Cho hit. Cause they ain't gonna fuck with you. Cause they ain't gonna be able to fuck with you. Cause Esau gonna have the extended clip on that chip.
There you go.
Gonna be called to shoot y'all head.
That person.
Esau gonna have the extended clip on that chip. He gonna have all the little bugs. Oh yeah, we noticed that Ray
Been over there.
been buying 25 packs of bottled waters
Right.
every month.
But he only drinking. He only drinking 10.
This nigga don't drink but a gallon of water a month. So what the fuck are you doing?
Hey, real doctor with that Karagma, bro, he gonna be able to do
Yeah.
it.
That's why I say he thought this nigga is writing the pro. He got the chip. He got the chip. He gotta write the programming for that
There
shit.
you go, man.
He perfecting the programming. So when you get the chip in your ass and you download like what was Steve's like the Urkelbot,
Yeah,
you ain't gonna turn on Urkel like his bot did.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You gonna obey, nigga.
Yeah. Cause remember Urkel said, I pulled the thing out. Cause he know he had a thing there.
Yeah,
He could pull out to stop the robot. You know what I'm saying? But the robot said, he's been up a lower anyway, goddamn.
Man, what?
Yeah. So hey, look, that's it.
that's all I
Hey, so Lord willing, hey y'all brothers and sisters edified, we're gonna face the east again, and we give all honor and glory and power to Yahweh by Shem, Yahushai by Shem Hakudash. Want to say double honor to our elders and peace and blessing on the elect. Next time, Shalom.
Shalom.
Baba Paul.
Baba
And
Paul.
Barak Ka'ak, man.
Rock,
Shalom.
Shalom.